Baroness Shaista Ahmad Sheehan, and I'm a Liberal Democrat here in the House of Lords. I started very late actually in life. I was in my 40s when I volunteered for the Liberal Democrats, and the reason why I volunteered was because I was very angry about the Blair government having taken us into an illegal war in Iraq. I had voted Labour previously, and I had voted for Tony Blair in 1997, and I felt very, very, very let down. And the Liberal Democrats were speaking a lot of sense about it being illegal, and that we ought not to take a path that was against the international rules-based order, which this was. Well, I think most people would think that becoming a peer in the House of Lords is a highlight, and it certainly is. But this is, to date, a very small part of my political career. I've only been a peer for 2.5 years. But I would say the happiest night of my life really was when I was elected a councillor for Kew Ward in Richmond Council, and I served as a councillor of my local community for duration as a councillor, and that was a very satisfying and fulfilling experience, and really gave me an appetite to stand for higher elected office, and I went on to try and become a London Assembly member and to try and become an MP as well. I think going right back to the beginning, as I said, I came into politics purely as a volunteer, and I was delivering leaflets, and got involved in the general election and got very involved. I found that I really loved being part of the political environment. I'd always enjoyed current affairs, never thought of politics as a career, but when I was thrown into it, I found I really enjoyed being around people who were interested in the same things myself. And in the general election, I really threw myself into that. Susan Kramer was elected MP for Richmond Park, and she asked me if I would work for her and gave me a job, which is not what I had expected at all. So the challenge was, I was pretty much IT illiterate. I had been at home for nearly 12 years, bringing up 3 children. I was a full-time mother. I'm increasingly frustrated because it was not enough, really. I needed to be doing something else. But anyway, Susan offered me a job, and I could just about manage emails, but I didn't know anything about Word or Excel or PowerPoint presentations. So I had to teach myself those things very, very quickly in short order, and I had to learn to type. And so those were fairly big hurdles to overcome, so I had to put in a great deal more hours than other people whilst I got up to speed with just the basic tools of being able to do the job that Susan wanted of me. I don't think I do. When I took the decision to stay at home to bring up children, to be a full-time mother, that was the right thing for myself and my family at the time, and I couldn't see myself asking someone else to take care of the children. They needed me at home, actually, and so that was not a decision I would reverse. It would be easier and less frustrating, actually, if I had been able to find a way of keeping up some sort of part-time work. Although I have to say, the mothers I know who have tried to do both find it very, very frustrating indeed, and it's much harder, I think, to try and do both. My advice is go do it. Just grab every opportunity with both hands. It is a very fulfilling career. It's a very fulfilling way of giving back to your community. It's a way of giving back to your family. It's a great way, I think, to boost your own self-confidence, your own self-esteem, but you can't do it alone. I think, but particularly for Pakistani women, we are so integral to the success of the family home, and the burdens of bringing up children, managing the house, looking after elderly relatives, falls on all women, but I think particularly still Pakistani women are a little bit behind the curve, and we have huge responsibilities in the home. So my advice to you is get all the help you can.
Thank you for watching, and please do follow the British Pakistan Foundation on our Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter accounts.